Yeah, all right.
You didn't know I used to put comics?
I did, but
That's
I
how
forgot.
started
Yeah.
before I was an actor.
Dana Gould told me a story that you actually that you got mad at him because he went on stage with his underwear over his pants one night in Vegas.
Probably.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he was just trying to be
I don't
funny.
remember, but probably. I mean, Dana worked for me a long time ago. He wasn't a bad guy.
Great guy, great comic.
Great comic,
Yeah.
brilliant dude.
What?
Then
Who?
he was married to the girl from HBO. I pitched her.
That's right.
Right?
Now divorced.
We pitched her a show. Yeah.
Who do you remember booking? Who was great, and who do you remember who was an asshole?
Are we on the air?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having fun.
Are you going to start? I know you like to beef with everyone.
Well, I don't want to
It was
beef.
great. Listen, I started in '86
Yeah.
running. It was the Riviera, right?
Yeah.
And it was the Improv.
Yeah.
And everyone was Spade, Rob Schneider, Rosie O'Donnell, Ellen DeGeneres, Bill Maher, Belzer. We could go
Wow.
on and on and on and on and on.
What year are we talking?
He said 86.
The 80s.
Wow. Okay.
It was in the Riviera Hotel.
And this was like, was this a boom? This was like,
This was during the boom.
Yeah.
There was a comedy store down at the Dunes, and they would have like 5 headliners. They would have like Dice, Jimmy Walker, at the time maybe Carol Leifer,
Sure.
Roseanne. They had like these incredible shows.
Wow.
And it was a bigger room. All right. And then we had this club. It started out small. Did you know who David Fry was? David Fry was a very famous comic. He did Richard Nixon. Okay. He did Richard Nixon. This was his thing. All right.
Yeah.
Very famous. Headline Caesar's Palace.
Damn.
Okay. When Richard Nixon was in. Okay. He was a drunk. Like he was about like 5'2", 5'1". Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
He was a drunk. He was hanging around the show.
Yeah.
I said to Bud, why don't we throw David Fry a bone? Don't forget, it's Vegas, it's the 80s. We put him up on the weekend.
Uh-oh.
He's wearing a tuxedo.
Okay.
He had been sober every night I saw the guy for months.
Oh,
he
boy.
would come in, meet the comics. Comes in, there's a little room in the back for the comics. I go back there. He's got his dick and his balls in a bucket of ice.
Oh, fun.
And I just turned around and I did a double. I said, what the fuck are you doing? And he says, I don't know, I just have a thing. This is my thing before stage. Now, this guy had been around. He was with Rodney. He was with all these guys. You could look him up, David Fry.
Damn.
He was a trust fund. Then he was probably in his 50s or 60s.
Yeah.
Wow.
Goes on stage.
He has to dunk his dick and balls in ice to get ready.
His dick and balls in ice.
It's like a cold plunge before.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. He had a white bucket of ice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's him. Okay? Headline Caesar's Palace. A very famous guy. He goes on stage. Bud comes in from L.A. for it. It's a Saturday night.
Oh.
He does so-so the first show. He's sober, but he just does okay.
Yeah.
Between shows, he disappears. He comes back. He is fucking hammered. I mean, hammered.
Hope he didn't use
Completely
the...
gone. He's wearing a tuxedo. I mean, you're in a comedy club. He's wearing a tuxedo. He's hammered. Bud Friedman brings him on. He can't hardly stand. He's going. Bud comes on. He says, go and get him. I had to get in the middle of the show. I had to take him off the stage.
Ooh.
Damn.
Hope you used different ice for the drinks.
David.
Wow.
I mean, there was, Rick Reynolds. I mean, I'm talking older guys that you wouldn't know. He had a one-man show.
Yeah.
Famous one-man show, San Francisco comic. He liked to break people's balls in the audience. He called the guys. He said, he had that bit like, and it was very famous. He got a sitcom out of it. He was became a very hot comic for a while. He was from San Francisco, Rick Reynolds, and he
Pull him up.
He would do a thing. Hey, would you fuck him for $5? $10. How about $1 million? So you are a whore. Guy gets
Good
off
joke.
stage. The boyfriend fucking blasts him
Whoa.
back of the head. Down for the count.
Wow.
Knocked him out?
Down for the count from the back of the head.
See, now that could launch a career. That's what happened to Jim Jeffries.
There you go. I mean, there was a guy, Larry Beezer. He wouldn't come out of his room.
I haven't heard of any of these guys.
Yeah.
Listen, they're all the comics from the 80s,
Yeah.
man. You guys are young guys.
Yeah,
I'm
but we
old.
know comedy. We got look at all the comics we got up there.
We're fans.
We know comics.
Yeah, Bob was a friend of mine. I love
Oh, wow.
I did his show, Greg.
Yeah.
I knew Colin pretty well.
You knew
Carlin well?
Come on.
Vegas, I knew Colin pretty well. He would come around. You know, his opening act was Dennis Blair.
Yeah.
And Dennis would work for me. He would come around.
Wow.
Was a good guy.
So
I knew Rodney pretty well.
Really?
I knew Rodney, yeah.
That's a big one.
He was my all-time favorite guy.
Sure.
And then, I get a message on my answering machine. This is like 88, 89. Hey, Steve, I heard you're the guy. You know, would you call me back? I need some help. I can't do Rodney's voice.
Uh-huh.
So he wants.
I'll tell you, I'm trying to get my balls in this ice bucket.
He wants to open a comedy club.
Yeah.
At the El Rancho.
Uh-oh.
So he needs my help. You know. So I help him. You know. Blah blah blah. I meet him in the lobby of Bally's, where he's playing. He's wearing the tank top and the shorts.
Oh yeah.
From
Back to school or something?
back to school.
Yeah.
Right? And then the guy's like going, hey, Rodney. He goes, what time are you due back on the set of Deliverance? He tells the guy. We go see the show. I'm with my wife. We weren't married then. We go backstage. He made a big deal. We got a booth for you. He really made like a big deal. He was very hands-on on his comps, you know. He sold out. He played the Hilton. I saw him a bunch of places. And the first time I saw him, he actually opened for Frankie Valli.
Whoa.
Damn.
Aladdin. That was early on.
What a show.
Right?
That is crazy.
We go backstage afterwards. He's wearing the robe with the fucking cards. His balls are
Yep.
fucking down, you know.
Always.
Like a
You saw a lot of balls in your time in Vegas.
like a grandfather clock. And he's there. He drinks giant vodka.
Jesus.
Just like that.
He was
Straight
not a
up.
healthy man. Huh?
No.
But he was fine. A lot of fun.
What a pro.
We hung for quite a while.
So
Great.
does balls.
Just great.
Yeah, he's the man.
I mean, I saw, Rickles I was friends with. And,
Yeah.
Whoa.
I saw Sinatra like 40 times.
Wow.
Shit.
So you see Rickles open for Sinatra.
No. Rickles played the Sahara. He was his own guy. Nicest guy. He played there, then he played the Stardust.
Did he insult you the first time you met him?
He fucks around, but he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
He was really a nice
But you want to be insulted by Rickles.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be. What the fuck? I don't know. I love Don Rickles personally. He didn't make me laugh that much. The hockey puck
Really?
shit and all that.
Yeah, who are your favorites?
You know who else Robin Williams, who's a great guy, and I got to know him. I liked him better as an actor than a comic.
Right.
I didn't care for him.
You like hard jokes, like a Rodney.
I like Rodney. I like Damon Wayans.
Love Damon
funny
Wayans.
guy.
Very funny.
Underrated guy.
Very, very, very funny. I liked Nick DiPaolo in the old days.
Sure.
Yeah.
I like David Tell worked for me.
Sure.
King.
We love Attell.
I know. Who else? I don't know.
You saw Damon Wayans just did.
I don't like Ellen DeGeneres. She was an asshole then.
Really?
Really?
She got proven to be an asshole, but she was an asshole way back when.
What do you think? Do you think so? She does the dancing. She does all the. It's like such a cover up, right? The people that it's
The
like
whole,
the
the
people,
whole show was an act. I mean, that was
Yeah.
all. She wasn't a nice person.
Right.
A lot of it came
How
out.
was she mean to you?
She tortured. Well, she worked for me in Vegas. She wasn't mean then. It's before she had hit it big. She was very nice. And then, I don't know how many years later, maybe 10, I'm at the Emmys with The Sopranos. I never say hello to anyone kind of first because I'm always afraid you're going to get dissed, like some guys are assholes, right? You know what I mean? I don't know if
Sure.
it ever happened to you. It's happened to me.
Many
You know,
times.
Who
when
dissed you?
just
Who
go
hurt
say-
you?
Go say hello.
Who hurt you, Steve?
Well, I'm fucking telling you right now. So I go up to her and I say, hey, I go up to her and I go, hey, Ellen, I don't know if you remember me. Steve, I ran the Riviera Comic Club. How hard am I to fucking remember, right?
Yeah.
And she just dismissed me like I don't even think she said anything. And she was with two other people and I had a tuxedo on. I just slinked away.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can
Damn.
do that. Well, you are what you eat.
That's it. And then
If you let me get one in, they're not bad.
And then she, it came on. De Niro too was an asshole to me.
Really?
He was an asshole.
That must have, but you must have.
You
loved
could
it.
barely. What?
You must love De Niro, though. Must have.
I did not like De Niro before.
What?
I don't like Robert De Niro now.
Come on.
What did he do to you?
You say hello to him, he's stuck for a fucking answer. This guy is a zero. Now, if he don't have a script in his hand, he can't speak.
Interesting.
Damn.
So
You should have written hello on a cocktail napkin and handed it to him.
probably he would have answered back.
Yeah. that
Right.
would've been nice.
Wow.
Damn.
There was a guy, Larry Beezer. He wouldn't come down for the show. He was a Comedy Store guy. I go up to his room and knock on the door. He won't answer the door. He's in there. I get security, open the door. He's got the mattress off the bed. He's lighting fucking matches, trying to light the mattress on fire. He's fucking hammered out of his mind.
Yikes.
I kid you not.
You ever work with Jerry
Who?
Seinfeld?
I did not. I know Jerry. I like Jerry.
Oh, yeah. Nice guy.
I do not. I did not. He never worked there. He was too big by then.
Really?
He was already big by
How
then.
about like Bill Hicks? Did he ever come through?
No.
He didn't like Vegas, I don't think.
No.
No, he doesn't seem like a Vegas act.
No.
I don't know if he played. He might have played Vegas, though.
How about like Robert Schimmel?
He used to work for me all
No,
the
he's
time.
funny.
He worked for me all the time. Robert's.
He's the type of guy I bet you liked.
Was that?
He had hard jokes.
Yeah.
I like Robert a lot. He was a good guy. I mean, I liked a lot of comics. I like Andy Kindler.
Right.
Doesn't make anyone laugh, you know. I'm the only guy that laughs, but I love him.
Comics laugh.
He played to the back of the room always.
He's I love when guys bombed. I would love when guys bombed.
Certain
I
comics
would get a
bomb
kick out of
gracefully.
it. I would love when they bombed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to hurt their feelings. I just thought it was funny, especially if a guy is funny.
It's fascinating.
Forget in Vegas, you're dealing with like a weird audience.
Sure.
Times.
Drunks,
They're from all over the
tourists.
country, especially then. Now it's a little bit. It's bigger.
That's true.
It's a small town. You know?
Right. Well, like Norm, my hero, he would bomb all the time,
Yeah.
but still brilliant.
Brilliant.
Did he work for you there?
No, he didn't work for me there. No, but I knew Norm from just from around. You know.
Oh, yeah?
I knew Norm from around. I knew Saget. He never worked for me, but I knew Saget from being around, you know. Like I said, then guys in the big room. I gave a lot of guys their first shot in the big room. Drew Carey.
Whoa.
You know, he played the clubs, but Damon, Drew Carey, Spade, Schimmel, Bobby Slayton,
Pitbull.
Jeff Dunham,
Whoa.
Dennis Leary.
Whoa.
I had a show, Bobcat and Gilbert, together.
The voices.
I was trying to do different fucking.
Yeah, I get it.
I was just trying anything, you know. I mean, the Riv was a second, you know, like you played the Riv on the way up or on the way down, kind of.
Yeah.
Like I always said, I had the best shows in town if it was 1975, you know.
Right.
So it was like that, you know. But the big room, a lot of these guys were just starting to, you know, Ray Romano, Kevin James.
Wow.
Nice.
Damn.
First shot in the big room for those guys.
Do you miss that world, that comedy world, or was it
not at all.
too hectic?
Not for me, yeah.
Too many
Comedians,
drunks.
we can be a lot.
Yeah.
No, it's a lot. A lot of guys are trouble guys.
Yeah.
And I like them. I have some that are good friends. But you're dealing with 4 guys every week, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 of them are in AA meetings. One guy goes off the fucking wagon. The guy's gambling. The other one's late. You know, guy's 8 o'clock in the morning. He's in the employee cafeteria drinking beers.
Yeah.
As the executives are on their way into work. You know.
Been there.
Yeah.
Then I get a comic goes on the air. He's ripping. He's doing press for us. Like on a Friday morning, he's ripping the hotel apart. The towels are hard. The roof is hard. The dad is hard. I'm going.
The towels are hard.
You know, the boss calls me in. He said, "Who's this guy?" It was Tim.
Meadows.
No, it wasn't Tim Meadows. He was already on Saturday Night Live.
Tim.
I don't know. It was whoever was Tim something, fat guy.
Tim Dillon.
No, it wasn't him.
Nah.
And he says,
He was 8 years old at the time.
and listen, and he says,
Towels were definitely hard after Tim used them. though.
The guy's killing us. So it doesn't make any sense. We hired you, and
Right.
you're ripping hotel.
That was a tough hotel. I've done some gigs there, and that hotel has seen some
At the Ritz?
years. Yeah.
Well, some of those Vegas hotels were really nice for like 1 decade, and then they just stayed in that decade forever.
yeah.
It's like still the 80s.
The Riv was a highline place early on, and then it kind of went south in 2000.
right.
Started going close in 2015 and went south. You know, Tropicana. You know, they don't keep anything around.
Was Tropicana where the shooting was? Because I definitely
No,
died
that's
there.
Mandalay.
But no.
Mandalay Bay.
Mandalay
You
Bay.
never
that
worked
was it.
Vegas, either one of you?
No, I've done
Oh,
Tropicana.
many
I've done the Win. Yeah, we've done the
What,
Cellar.
did you do the club at the? The Laugh Factory was at the Trop?
No.
I did that once. Yeah, I did.
There was a theater at the Trop. It was nice. It was a really nice.
Yeah, that was good. A lot of old people though.
Yeah.
I had some real bombs there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You would have loved
better than Reno.
I just did Reno. It was actually I did Atlantis 2 weeks ago. It was killer.
Back in the day when I did Reno, though, it was like a full week, and it was like you just take it on the chin every night.
But what do you do? The thing about playing in the clubs, even Atlantic City, right? What do you do all day? You do nothing all day long.
You try not to kill yourself.
Especially like in Atlantic City in the winter.
Oh,
I think my opener in Reno was, wow, I've never seen fake tits and an oxygen tank on the same person before. This is it's a rough town.
Hilarious.
Very true.
There was a guy in the sound booth, too, who was just always reading a gun magazine. I'm like, this guy's just waiting to snap. I'm waiting for this guy to snap on me.
That guy went to Mandalay Bay.
You've seen the video of the comic. The guy was heckling him, and then he hits him with the guitar.
Yeah.
That's one of the greatest videos of all time.
Classic.
Is that Boston? I think that was in Boston.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Guy, I don't know if the guy, the crowd started turning on him.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But now that guy would have had a 3-camera shoot. It would have been like angles. Now, because everyone's got their whole camera crew out there.
Viral on TikTok.
Yeah, look at this shit. This is old school.
I mean, he told the guy, don't come any closer. I don't know if he was right or not, but...
Yeah, he went a little hard with the whole, he had a weapon.
Have you ever had guys come after you?
Sure.
Yeah.
No, really, don't mess with me.
Guitar acts are always this close to snapping, though, anyway.
That's true. Uh-oh. Got the harmonica on the neck, too. Look at this.
Look. It looks like it's a joke.
Oh.
Give me security.
He's not checking a bag on the way home, I guess.
I'm sorry, man. The guy fucking came at me. What do you think, folks?
No.
Trying to taint the jury with that.
First of all, he shouldn't have asked them. What do you
No.
Should have just hit him, and they should have walked off.
Right. Damn.
I guess you don't think of a guitar as a weapon, but I guess you got something you could strike
Oh,
people
yeah. Oh, yeah. He broke the bottom
he
of
would
it.
be sued. He would
Yeah.
Well, he's out of comedy. I never heard of that guy or anything. Did he do the riff?
You guys are young guys. No, I never did the riff.
Okay.
You guys are young. I'm an old man. I was there. What year were you born?
86.
83.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why you don't know any of those comics.
But we watch a lot of the old, we watch all the comedian specials and stuff.
Yeah.
Back in the day. We know a lot. We
the
know
Rodney specials on
I love
them. Seen them all.
Oh yeah, he gave an intro to Bill Hicks. It's one of my favorite intros ever. He goes, this next comic so far ahead of his time. His parents haven't even met yet.
That's funny.
Give it up for Bill. They were jokes in the setups. For
Yeah.
the intros. I mean, Rodney was great.
Well, almost everybody became a star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, Roseanne, Seinfeld, Robert Townsend, Bill Hicks,
He was
Dice.
hilarious in that one. Townsend.
Yeah.
Was good.
I think Leifer did one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roseanne's a little crazy.
Wow.
She's a little crazy. She came around a few times looking for comics. Like, she never played there, but she came around. She was out of a mile. Her and Tom Arnold, they came running through. That's when they were running wild, the two of them.
Yeah.
Pop up,
She had a nut farm for a while. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. How
Hawaii.
appropriate.
In
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Weird. She had a weird trajectory, that lady.
Steve, I got a question. I can imagine that working at a casino in the 80s, you were probably dealing with some actual wise guys. Is that...
Yeah, well, I
Mafia?
knew Spilotro. I knew Tony Spilotro, the Pesci character in Casino.
Wow.
You knew him personally?
I knew him personally. Yeah,
Whoa.
I knew him very well.
He was a big guy, right? They made him little in the movie. Right?
Is that true?
Is that a joke?
I thought he was actually tall, like 6'3".
They called him Tony the Ant.
Oh.
Nickname. He was a very nice guy to me. I don't know, I don't know all that stuff. He used to, I worked in all the nightclubs. Before I worked at the hotel, I was a bouncer. Paul Anka had a club. I was a bouncer in a bunch of clubs. And he would come around, always tip me a 20. He was a good guy. I got to know him. I knew his son. Always very soft-spoken, I knew those guys. I didn't know the De Niro character. I didn't know him.
Did everyone know what they were up to?
Everyone knew what they were up to. They knew to stay away.
Yeah, was Rickles like, who do I not do crowd work with before?
Well, he wasn't allowed by then. He was blackballed.
What?
There's a blacklist in Vegas.
Yeah.
There's a whole list where you can't go into the casino. So he never went into the casino. I saw him in nightclubs and bars and all that, before time.
Do you
But
ever
he
see
was
those
always
guys get
very nice.
violent, though, or no?
What's that?
You ever see any of those guys get violent?
Never.
Wow.
Never. I never saw any of that. But I assume it existed.
They do it in
I
the
did
desert.
know they had that hole in the wall gang. They were robbing people's houses and doing that. Like I said,
There he is.
My
he looks like
experience
Pesci,
with
though.
him.
he does.
He was a really good guy in my experience. He used to say, anybody bothers you, you let me know. Because a lot of people would say, like you're throwing them out, you're throwing a guy out of the club and out of the nightclub. And I know Spalaccio. He's my uncle, that bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
And then you say, yeah, well, go tell him and go fuck, go
Right.
tell him, go tell your uncle I threw you out.
Yeah.
And it was a lie,
Sure. Yeah, he does.
And there was a bunch of them. Guy Herbie Blitzstein was a good guy. I worked his son's wedding. I worked the door. My instruction was, don't let any FBI guys in. I said, how am I supposed to? I'm thinking to myself, how do I keep them out?
Yeah, they got the earpiece. How do I know? Jeez.
So that's a Jewish mob too. Herbie Blitzstein. Is there a
Herbie was with Spalaccio. He was his right-hand man.
Somebody's got to do the books.
So that I know a lot of the older comics, but then I had the club in '95. Schimmel had opened the club, and I used, Sebastian worked there.
Whoa.
I mean, a lot of guys. I mean, I don't know. You name them.
So you
There's
live in
Herbie
Houston.
Blitzstein. It looks like he's out of Central Casting.
Yeah, right? It's like Brandon.
Really, really good guy. I was very close with him.
Did you do any Dice stories? You work with Dice?
No, I know Dice, but I never.
Well, come on.
He was by then. He was working at the Comedy Store.
Oh.
Bud Freeman wouldn't let the comics work wherever. Like you either work for him or you work there.
Oh, right.
He wasn't allowing that. Him and Mitzi were in that big battle for many, many, many years.
Sure.
Dom used to work for me. Dom Herrera.
Oh, yeah.
Worked for me a lot.
Nice.
But Dom is one of the few guys that didn't listen. He said, I'm working where I want, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But Bud used to do that. And so you worked at the Comedy Store or you worked over there. It was only 2 clubs in town. Then Catch a Rising Star came in. And I think Hicks worked there once.
Oh, okay.
That was supposed to be the big room in the 80s in New York.
Right.
Yeah.
Catch was apparently like bigger than the Cellar back then.
Yeah, catching the
That's
strip.
where I think Seinfeld and Larry David and them, I think that's where those guys played,
Yeah, yeah. Did you ever do the one in Princeton, New Jersey?
Many times. It was awful.
Really?
Awful room, but I was like, it's easy to get to. So I nearly got fucking attacked on the train on the way back once. Because I was just taking the New Jersey Transit late at night, and it was just getting through that weekend. I was like, I'm killing a fucking bottle of Buffalo Trace. on the way
Yeah.
back.
That's
And-
terrible.
Oh, and the guy I made a mistake. A guy was fucking with me on the train tracks, and he had something was off about him, but I had a few drinks. I was kind of like, yeah, I'll fuck with this guy back. Fuck this guy.
Yeah.
So he's just going up to everyone like, how do you feel about immigration? And they're all just like, what? And then he came up to me and I was like, I think they're taking our damn jobs, just trying to be funny. And he was like, you're fucking racist. I was like, I go, no, it's a joke. And then he goes, I should kill you. And he started following me on the platform, and I had to like weave and hide. And I got lucky because he popped shit to the wrong guy on the train. He was looking for me, and then he found some other guy, and he goes, how do you feel about immigrants? And it was like this fucking big, tough black guy, and he was like, East New York, motherfucker. And they had to stop the train because he was going to kill him.
Wow.
And I was like, that was like my guardian angel.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, Catch sucked. That was like
Where'd you grow up? You grew up here in
Manhattan, yeah.
Oh, yeah? What about you?
New Orleans.
Oh, yeah?
What about you?
Brooklyn.
What part? That's where I live now.
Bensonhurst.
Oh,
Where are you?
yeah.
Williamsburg, Bushwick. Where are you?
Fort Greene.
All right. When I was
Hey.
young, Fort Greene was shitty.
Yeah.
Now it's so much nicer.
Very nice. Very residential family. A lot of strollers.
It was bad.
Yeah.
All those neighborhoods were really bad.
Yeah.
Back then, they cleaned all that up.
Yeah.
My neighborhood's like Asian now. It was all Italian.
Whoa.
It was a big mob area.
Yeah.
Growing up in Bensonhurst in this
Very Italian neighborhood.
very Italian neighborhood it was. Now there's still some Italians, but now it's like Asian. Everyone's sold out and they moved to Staten Island.
Were you there for the
Right.
Saturday Night Fever era?
I was during those things.
Oh,
I saw
baby.
them filming that while
Wow.
on the bus going to high school.
Did you like that movie?
Back then, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
What do you
still
like?
holds up.
What are your top? We talk movies a lot in this pod. What are your favorites?
Of course, The Godfather.
Yeah.
Dirty Dozen, you probably don't know. Bang the Drum Slowly, Bang the Drum Slowly?
I don't know. I
Great
could pull it
baseball
up.
movie with De Niro's an asshole, but
They handed him good words for that one.
I
You're right.
like that. There's so many that you kind of forget, Like you go to, I like the Bronx Tale.
Yeah.
It's a great one.
You
Right.
know,
We had
Bronx Tale
Chaz
was-
on.
Yeah.
Chad's a good guy.
Yeah.
I did his
He's a
podcast.
man. Yeah.
He's a good guy.
He's awesome.
A really good guy. Really smart guy.
Great storyteller.
Yeah, a really smart guy. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of any new movies.
Yeah.
You know, like the new movies, like what was that? You know, they're not like
not the
great.
same.
They're like, okay, it's not something I'm going to watch again.
Right.
You go, you know, I like, believe it or not, I like Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of
great.
people don't like Forrest Gump. I know people don't like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
It gets knocked. I like that movie.
Oh, I like it.
You know, I like some Sandler's, a lot of Sandler movies.
Yeah.
Funny.
For sure.
See Two Girls, One Cup?
What's that?
Pull it up.
Oh, I know what that. What is it? Fake video? What is
It
it?
turned out it was fake.
Was it
Really?
fake?
Yeah, it was soft serve ice cream.
It
They
was
just packed
fake.
it up there.
Damn, I couldn't watch it.
It was.
fake.
That was
I
a
couldn't get it
doozy.
through. I couldn't get through it. That was all the rage, man.
Oh yeah, this was hot.
But it's fake.
Yeah, but it's still pretty wild.
All right.
Oh, we don't have to watch it. I
That's what you
can't. I
wanna
can't
watch
do it
it?
right now.
Even knowing it's fake,
It's an
I
ice
can't
cream
watch
cone.
it.
Same.
What movies do you like?
I mean, we like all kinds of movies, man. Like, you know.
I'm not a horror guy. I'm not a
Hate
Me
horror.
neither. I'm
Hate
not a big
horror.
sci-fi guy.
Yeah.
I watched Star Wars once years ago. I hate it.
Wow.
Hate it. Don't know anything about it. I did Pyramid. They were asked in one of the categories for Star Wars. I made a fool of myself.
Yeah.
I know nothing. I don't know Yoda from the other guy. I don't know anything.
You know what I watched the other day is new that's actually not bad is the new Donald Trump movie with Sebastian Stan.
Was it good? I was gonna
It's
watch
surprisingly good. It's like
He's good.
it's like a cool version of New York in the 80s where it's like it made New York like look like kind of grimy and cool. Like
Oh, yeah.
It was fun.
I like movies. I like to see.
I'll watch that.
I like to see New York in the '60s, the '70s. I like those.
That was a good era for movies, man.
The
like
Bob-
Midnight Cowboy and stuff. And like
Yes.
Taxi Driver. Those are like it's a cool era.
The Bob Dylan movie. The best part is seeing old New York.
Yeah, like
It's
The Village.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that movie. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
That should have won. The movie that won was, you know,
The
I liked
Brutalist.
was in
No, Honora. Honora. won.
Honora.
Oh, that's Brooklyn.
It was in Mill Basin.
It was good though.
You know, it was good. It was
yeah.
a good movie, but not something I would watch again.
Right.
It's a good movie. The girl did a great job.
She was
Yeah.
hot.
And I'm glad she won. Yeah, and I'm glad she won. I don't want to hear Demi Moore speech. You know, every year there's that underdog that wins.
Right.
And then they have the speech, the comeback thing, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I usually tape it, like the Oscars. I watched the monologue, right, which Conan was great.
Great.
And then I fast forward everything else because I don't want to hear all the bullshit speeches. I think, you know, I find a lot of actors, not all, to be full of shit.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear that, how much they love, and then I don't want to hear it, you know.
Yeah.
I got to ask you, we got to talk some Sopranos. I know you're sick of talking Sopranos, but like, what's your all-time episode of Sopranos, do you think? What's your favorite?
My favorite one, what I liked a lot was one, Whitecaps, which you don't probably know, when
Which one was
Tony, when they were going to buy the beach house.
That was a good
And
one,
then she admits that she had a thing for Furio.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
some good work, the two. That's a real fight there.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
is very real, you know?
Yes.
Pine Barrens, everyone loves.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll tell you a funny story with Pine Barrens. We didn't shoot in the Pine Barrens because there was a politician. It's a scumbag named James Treffinger. And he wouldn't give us the permits.
Uh-huh.
He said it made New Jersey look bad, made Italians look bad, made, you know, it was just bad for the state. He would not give, so we shot near West Point. And James Treffinger, pull that prick up.
Yeah.
Look at that prick, if you know him. And he was arrested and went to jail
Uh-huh.
for fraud and all kinds of shit.
Take it, Triffy.
I was hoping you'd say fucking kids. That would have really been the nail in the coffin for this prick. But that's bad. Fraud is bad too.
Look at him.
Look at that cum
See that
guzzler.
guy? Look, he prison, and he wouldn't give us. So we shot it up there, and it just happened to rain. It happened to snow.
Oh.
So it wasn't supposed to take place in the snow.
It
Well,
looks
that worked.
awesome in
The
the
snow, so
snow.
it made it, you know.
It made it better.
We were up there. I remember we went out the night before. We were like in some bar up there, and Steve Buscemi he directed it. He was singing "I Want to Be Sedated" with the band. And it was like 3 a.m, and I left. I said, "Man, we got to get up early." You know, everybody stayed, and
Hell yeah.
it was a lot of fun. But
Some of your lines one of my favorite things about The Sopranos is how funny it is. Like you talk about like
yeah.
rewatching stuff.
it's
Like
laugh out loud fun.
it is.
Oh, yeah.
You have one of the funniest lines ever when in season 1 when Tony is trying to take down Junior, and you go up to him and you say, "To the victor goes the spoils."
That's my first scene I ever shot.
It's such a funny line, and he just immediately goes, "Shut the fuck up."
Shove the quotation book up your fat fucking ass. I wore a fat suit the first 2 years.
Oh yeah.
No way.
Yeah, and then I guess I got fat enough on my own. But when I got the jokes, right? That's it.
No,
that's my first
Syracuse,
scene I ever
don't
shot.
play it because we can't. They won't let us play it.
Yeah,
They get
that's
mad
the
at
first
us.
scene I ever shot. But like I had gotten the script, and there was all these fat jokes. You're a calzone with legs.
Right.
You should start seriously consider eating salads. All these things, and I'm going. I'm not that much fatter than him.
Yeah.
Jokes don't make sense.
Right.
And then they said, "Hey, you got to come in and get fitted for a fat suit." So
Wow.
Okay.
they made this ridiculous fat suit, and I was parading around in front of the producers. It was
That's gotta feel good. You're not fat enough for the fat
not
jokes.
fat enough,
flattering.
I guess. Yeah, and I got the job without being fat enough.
Yeah, your
I
delivery
worked my way into it.
delivery on the Santa Claus episode. I'm shy.
Yeah.
I love that.
They gave me some good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh
They
yeah.
gave me some really
The
good,
ZD.
they gave me a lot of.
But they made your the beauty of that show is that every character has this incredible like 3-dimensional story. I mean, like the Karen Ziti arc is so fucking sad.
Oh yeah.
Listen, it is. The writers are brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are absolutely brilliant. And when you say it could be a comedy.
It is
Some
100%.
of the stuff is so funny. And when we did our podcast, and I had to rewatch because I hadn't seen it in years. I mean, you're laughing out loud. I mean, you catch things. You catch shit, and
100%. That scene that we talk about all the time, but when they give him an intervention, Chris.
Oh, one of the best
Man.
things you've ever seen.
It's brilliant.
One of the best scenes in the whole series.
I love it. He sits on the dog, calls the mom a whore. Paulie punches him. It's gold.
Tony Sirico and Paulie were very similar.
Yeah.
I guess.
Very, very, very similar.
He didn't strike me as a chameleon actor.
But he had been acting for a long time.
Oh, I remember him in Bullets Over Broadway. I remember him.
He's done a lot
yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
Woody Allen loved him. He grew up with Woody Allen's sister.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I did a movie, Wonder Wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woody loved him, and Tony would tell him stories. Yeah, Woody, I used to carry my gun over here. Woody was like fascinated
Right.
with Tony's stories. Tony was a great guy, a lot of laughs without even knowing it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like one time we were in Atlantic City doing a signing, and the guy says, hey, Tony, my friend Louie, could you sign a picture to him? He's handicapped. He can't come in. But Tony wrote, to Louie, the best handicapper in town. he had no clue.
That's
He was
funny.
right. He was a real tough guy even into his 60s.
Yeah.
You wouldn't fuck with him. He lived in Brooklyn. He lived on Shore Road in Bay Ridge. He's from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And, when he was younger, he used to shake down bars.
Really?
Even bar mob, not only for the mob, but bars that were owned by the mob, he used to shake them down. He was a legitimate tough guy.
Yeah, look at that.
There's this crazy film where he's a black and white documentary where he talks about, I forget it, but if you find it, he says some serious stuff. I mean, Tony is, he was a good guy, a lot of laughs, like crazy stuff. He was a germaphobe.
Huh.
He had these crazy eating habits. When anthrax was going on?
Yeah.
Remember all that?
Yeah.
So he thought he was going to get anthrax in the mail. Like he was going to get it.
Yeah.
He was a big star.
Right,
So
right.
he used to go to the mailbox with the dishwasher.
Oh my
And then he
God.
would put it in the microwave to like offset it. He put his mail on fire.
Wow.
Wait, so that would offset anthrax?
That's what he thought. That's what he thought. He was, a lot of the stuff they got from Tony's, his real life. I mean, he went to jail. He came out. He wanted to be an actor. He did a lot of charity work. He's an iconic TV character forever.
Yeah.
Sure.
When he got the job, when Tony got the job, he was living on a cot in his mother's one-bedroom in Marine Park in Brooklyn.
Wow.
Damn.
Dead busted. Look at these headshots.
I know. What a hunk.
That is, he looks like a wrestler there.
Very funny.
Look at that.
That's at Coney Island.
Sexy dude.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
When people come up to you on the street, what do they usually like? Is there an episode they usually mention? Is there a moment they usually mention?
They just say Bobby. I get some, of course, I was on Blue Bloods for 9 years. I get some Anthony.
Yeah.
But I get Bobby. They used to ask about a lot of young kids watch it now in their 20s, in their teens and their 20s. They used to ask about the
finale,
the ending.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think?
For a long time I thought he was alive, but then after doing the podcast, interviewing, I think he died.
You think he got whacked?
I think he got whacked.
Interesting.
Maybe it was wishful thinking he was still alive, but I think he got killed.
The fact that we're still talking about the ending, though, is kind of a work of genius.
Brilliant.
On David Chase's part.
And, we watched it together. It's the only thing we ever watched together. We did this appearance down in the Hard Rock in Florida. So there was 9 of us, Jim and me and Lorraine and Michael and Schirripa and, and he... we were like, and I knew how it was going to end, but like we were stunned. Like we watched it like everyone else, like what the fuck happened? And then, we saw, it was like kind of stunning because it said fade to black. I didn't know it was going to be abrupt like that.
Right.
Interesting.
So, some people like it, some people didn't like it, Schirripa, we would do these appearances in the casinos, and, sometimes people were like, like they would say shit to him, and like he would be there like this, a guy, you're like Santa Claus at Macy's.
Yeah.
They stand behind you.
Yeah, like a
and Tony would
Comic-Con.
go, yeah, give this, tell your mother hello. Tell your mother hello. There was no one he was afraid of.
Yeah, that's the thumbnail. Wow.
No one he was afraid of.
It's another iconic episode is the one with your dad, played by Burt Young.
Great.
I mean, that is where he wants to do the one last hit, remember?
Oh, yes.
The violence of that season would every once in a while you'd be like, holy shit, this is the guy just breaking the head in with a golf club.
Yeah.
That was one of the most shocking
Yeah,
scenes
and Burt was a great actor, a very underrated actor. I think, he was a very serious actor. And then I think with the Rocky movies, people thought he was Paulie,
Right.
He was a really good guy. Really good guy.
Hey, We Might Be Drunk is brought to you by Chubbies. I fucking love Chubbies. Winter is over, and it's time to put on some real clothes, baby. Chubbies have got you covered with bright polos that demand attention, killer shorts that'll give your legs some fresh air. Get some sun on those gams. Chubbies lets you pick from 3 different inseams so you get the perfect fit every time. You want the low-knee Amish, or you want some ball meat hanging? With the elastic waistband, you can go ahead and shotgun that beer, knowing your Chubbies will still have a great fit. I got a jacket from them. I wear their pants. I got some polo shirts I'm going to rock all at the beach. I got 3 bathing suits from them. I love them. They're perfect for summer. You deserve an upgrade in that wardrobe, and make it happen with Chubbies. Whether you're getting dressed for your workday, a workout, or a weekend getaway, Chubbies got you covered. For a limited time, Chubbies is giving We Might Be Drunk fans 20% off your order with our code DRUNKS at chubbyshorts.com. That's code DRUNKS at chubbyshorts.com. Support the show and tell them we sent you. Don't blend in with the crowd. Stand out with Chubbies.
When the mood is right but nothing else is, Hims is ready to help. Hims gives men access to sexual health treatments that won't break the bank and will get you firing on all cylinders again. Just head to their website and fill out the intake form. A medical provider will determine the best treatment for you. You don't even need insurance, and one low price covers everything from treatments to ongoing care. Start your online visit today free at hims.com/drunk. That's HIMS.com/drunk for your personalized ED treatment options. hims.com/drunk. The featured products include compounded products, which are not approved nor verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality by the FDA. Prescription required. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Triumph had a...
The dog?
Robert Smigel.
We just had him on.
They had a sitcom. You know that? He had a sitcom for a little while.
With Burt Young?
Yes.
What?
No.
Oh, okay. That's a weird pairing.
Listen, so he hired Burt, me, Kathy Moriarty from
Raging Bull.
Yeah. Paul Savino, maybe a couple other people, and we did 2 shows, like an early one and a late one. And Bert loved to drink. And Bert went downstairs and got fucking demolished.
Yeah.
And he couldn't do the second show. He couldn't speak. He had a lot of lines. So they gave him to me, and I can't learn on the fly. So, like, I'm doing the best I can. I had to give a eulogy, and, like, one of the producers go, hey, you know, could you get a little... I said, are you kidding? You gave this to me 5 minutes ago.
Right.
The thing is this big. And so Bert, like, barely said anything at all. And it was all of us, you know. Bert was a great, great, great guy. He only did 1 episode of The Sopranos, but it was very... memorable.
Oh my God, it was crazy.
And the other guy died that played Mustang Sally.
Wow, really?
He died of
Young
a drug
guy.
overdose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a good actor. He was a real New York actor, you know. Bert was in Chinatown.
Oh, yeah.
Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson.
And Back to School.
Yes.
Back to School.
Yeah, classic.
He crushes the napkin holder.
Right, right.
I would imagine him and Rodney hung out pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Good guy. Yeah, listen, there was no bad Soprano episodes.
I know.
Some you like better than others, you know.
I agree. I mean, it's funny that you could tell. Did you watch the documentary they did on HBO?
Yeah, we did. We had a
Oh,
thing
yeah.
at the Beacon last year.
I liked it.
What did you think of it?
I liked it. I didn't like what they did with Jim. They
Like
made
what?
Jim sound like he was this raging junkie,
That's true.
which he was not.
Made him sound like an angry guy.
He was not. He was a really good guy.
He was kind of a hippie, right? Birkenstock.
Yeah,
and-
Birkenstock. He would listen to music. He was really generous. Like, you know, he had this big contract dispute in 2004 against HBO, and it got really ugly. And when we came back in and he finished it, all the regulars, he gave us a check for $33,000 a year.
Wow.
$33,333 in 2004. So he bought like everybody a car.
Basically, yeah.
You know,
Wow.
he was really generous guy. At when we wrapped, he bought everyone watches.
Wow.
The cast, the crew. You know, like the cast, $10,000 watches.
Yeah.
He was not. He was really serious about the work. He was a lot of fun. We had a lot of laughs. We hung out a lot, all of us.
Yeah.
Went out all the time. You know, back then. You know, but I thought the documentary, though I loved it, I thought it was really good. I did not like how he was portrayed in it.
I hear that. I heard that from other people too.
I didn't like that. It's like he was a junkie acting. He was an actor that had a problem. You know,
Right.
not always. I mean, the performance is flawless, man.
It's
Do you feel like
incredible.
he made everyone up their game like crazy?
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, it's so cool when like someone goes that hard with a role. I mean, you can't picture anyone else in that role.
No.
It's
And
so
you know who it came down to? 3 people. Stevie Van Zandt,
Wow.
Michael Rispoli. You know Michael Rispoli?
He was on the show still, right? He's Jackie. Wasn't he Jackie Jr.?
Jackie Jr.
Yeah.
And Michael's a great guy, great actor.
Oh,
But
yeah.
the 3 of them tested for HBO. It came to the wire, the 3 of them.
Well, they went with the right choice.
You know, and Jim in a scene, I mean, you see him angry, sad, raging. You see, you know,
Vulnerable.
4 different, you see 4 different things. Of course, he upped his game. He was really serious with the acting.
Yeah.
It's no secret there were some problems, you know,
Yeah.
that he liked to go out, maybe a little too much, you know.
Who doesn't?
But
Do you think it sometimes like goes hand in hand though? Like when you burn that hard on one end, you need a release of some sort.
you know, I don't know about that. You know, I mean, you know, I've thought about that. I personally, probably I'm not a good enough actor. I can't go out and then go to work the next day. So I never, ever go out the night before. I don't go out like I used to anyway. But years ago, we were out. I was out, 5 nights a week. You know, we all used to hang together.
Yeah.
Go into restaurants, stay out all night, go to after hours, get off finish work at 3 a.m, and then go out. You know, we all
Damn.
did. You know, we were all hanging out. We used to do casino appearances, travel together.
Yeah.
You know, we almost beat this guy up. And Jim, there was this guy like bothering us at the Hilton, like a real obnoxious asshole. We were in the Elvis suite with the high rollers, and we bit our tongue and let it go.
Yep.
And then he showed up again like 2 years later at the Golden Nugget. And before he said a word, Jim said, "That fucking guy is here."
Yeah.
He says one word, let's beat the fuck out of him. We never did it, let's fucking do it, right? And luckily, I told the host and the guy, you know, they told the guy to leave.
Imagine that story. You're not going to believe who beat my ass.
You know, Jim was a lot of fun. I mean, he was very smart, very, very smart guy.
Yeah.
Into a lot of stuff. But that's what I didn't like about the documentary. I like David's stuff, and it
Yeah.
shows you David, you know, he's a genius, but
Yeah.
he's
He's got
a little
problems
quirky.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know so much about the mom. I didn't know Sopranos really started with his mom, and then it just
Yeah.
grew from
Well,
there.
it's crazy that if that actress doesn't die, the show could be something completely different.
Something different. Nancy Marchand. You know, they said they auditioned a whole lot of actresses, some really big actresses, and he said that she came in, she's not Italian, and she like channeled his mother.
Yeah.
And it was scary.
She's amazing.
It was scary.
Isn't that amazing? It doesn't always go to like maybe the biggest actor. It's just like, oh, that reminds me of my fucked up childhood the most.
Of course.
That's
Exactly.
crazy though.
You know, getting a job as an actor. I mean, do you guys act?
Yeah.
Is that a you want it? Is that,
We wrote a movie for ourselves that we're trying to do. So
Uh-huh.
if that works, that'd be very cool. But
Yeah, I can't act.
He's better than he's saying he is.
Ah,
Yeah. I mean, none of us are going to be Johnny Depp. We just play ourselves.
I can
that's
drink
okay.
and
Yeah.
hit a
it's
woman.
okay, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's you know, it's so hard to get a job because
Yeah.
you know, like there was this guy come in and this director told me the story. He wanted to hire, you know, Joe Blow. He said, that's the guy. Don't even show me anybody else. That's the guy. And the producer says, hey, reminds me too much of my boyfriend.
Exactly.
I'm not going to be able to handle 3 months of him.
Exactly.
So the guy who did a great job doesn't get the job. And then I remember on The Sopranos, there was a thing, they read for an FBI agent, and they hired, okay, her, and her. Oh, wait a minute. That's 3 blondes. One,
Right.
get her out, get the other one in. It's like, you know, how do you even get a job?
You can color your hair, you know?
Right.
Oh, it's got to be lined up. I mean, there's so many factors.
That's a great point.
Years ago, I read when I first started for a Chuck Norris thing, and it was a great read. It was a mob guy. It was a great read, and the casting director said, "Man, I was just starting. It was in L.A. I was living in Vegas. I would go to L.A. all the time to audition, and she said that was fantastic. Where have you been? You know?" And then she said, "They'll never hire you. He's 5'8". I'm 6'2". She said he'll never hire you.
Right.
Damn.
You know, so it's like
It's not
all
about
right,
talent. Talent's out. It's just the luck of the draw at that
Was
point.
there anything you ever read for that you're like, fuck, I really wish I got that? That didn't go your way?
Good question.
I was up for a big role. I didn't read for it, but I had worked with Clint Eastwood before in the Jersey Boys, that Christopher Walken role.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was up for that, and I didn't get it. I think I came pretty close down to the wire, and then he offered me to play a barber, 4 lines. What was I going to say no to Clint Eastwood?
You gotta take it.
I liked him a lot because I had played a chef. I had a bigger role in another movie, and we kind of hit it off, and we went to dinner, and so I did it. I was shaving Christopher Walken all day, putting shaving cream on him, you know, but that I would have liked.
Yeah.
That would have been a
Eastwood's
good one.
really cool.
Great guy.
Yeah.
You know, no bullshit there. You better be prepared. No bullshit. You come in, you know your stuff. He's not babying you. You know, you don't work long hours. Couple of takes, boom, boom, boom. No bullshit. No coddling you. No, oh yeah, it's gonna be okay. You better be prepared. That's why he hired you.
Right.
Do your shit. There's no like, well, let me work my way into this, and
Yeah.
you know the nonsense actors do.
Right, right.
You know, you do your shit, get in, boom. He was very nice. We spoke at length.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we spoke at length.
What are you
one,
talking
one
about?
day we spoke at length. We're talking about Vegas in the old days. He was good friends with Jimmy Durante.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Like the old days. He went back there. Like,
He's like 95.
Right.
he went back there like in the 50s. He was in the 50s.
Damn.
He was-
Look at that. Damn.
You know. So we talked about that, and then I enjoyed that. Then he went to a restaurant here that I liked. I had taken his cameraman, and then he called me. He said, hey, Clint's in. He wants to go. So I met him there. You know, Woody Allen, who I was the biggest fan of.
Yeah.
Sure,
What's your
us
favorite
too.
Woody?
Crimes and Misdemeanors is one of the great. You asked me what movie?
That's a great
one of the
one.
best movies
Great
made.
movie.
Great.
It bombed too at the box office, but it's so good.
Great movie.
It's it's hilarious, and it's got the great series. I mean, he does a similar thing with Hannah and her sisters, where they have the two great.
So great.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, he's made so many great movies. So I always wanted to work with him. I auditioned for him for this. He did a series for Amazon.
Really?
So I'm reading for the role. I don't know what the role is. They don't tell you. So I go there. My agent says they want to see you. So I go to this place on Park Avenue. It's an apartment, like office apartment. And I go in. There's no sides. There's nothing to read. And so she comes over and she hands me this. She said, "You got 5 minutes."
Oh, good.
Woody's not going to say anything.
Burt Young just dropped out.
She said, "You got 5 minutes." Yeah. He's not gonna. He can't hear. So speak up. He's gonna know in 60 seconds. You got 5 minutes to learn the shit. He's gonna know in 60 seconds.
Jesus.
She said, "Don't take offense."
The pressure.
So I go in. I'm reading. It's a role of a highway patrol guy. So I look it over. It's not that much, and I look it over. I'm gonna have the paper in my hand. So I'm saying, like, what the fuck? It's all dark in there. I walk in the room. It's all dark, and he's in the corner. It's like a scene from a movie. He's in the corner. He's wearing the corduroy pants with the jacket with the patches.
Yeah.
And he's in the corner, like in the dark. She said he's not going to shake your hand. So he was like there, right? And I'm like, "How you doing, Woody? Thanks for seeing me." And I'm saying, like, what the fuck am I going to do? So I start talking about the Knicks. Knowing he's a Knicks fan,
Smart.
I figured maybe he could get to know, something. So we talked a few minutes about the Knicks back then. This is 2018 or something, right?
Yeah.
Talk about the Knicks, blah, blah, blah.
That was a rough year, too. You're like, how about Bargnani?
Yeah. We're talking about the Knicks. And then I didn't get it. And then when he did this movie, they just gave it to me.
Hey.
And I got to talk to him. He was shy. I worked like 9 days. He was very shy, but then I started talking to him about stand-up. In Vegas, he headlined Caesar's Palace.
Wow.
And
he was a great stand-up.
Great
He said
joke.
he would love to do it. I said, "You think you'll ever do it again?" He said, "It's so hard." And we were talking about Shecky Green, who I knew and I worked with, and some of the old Vegas comics we were talking about. And, he loved Bobby Slayton.
Wow.
Really?
Bobby Slayton.
What? That's incredible.
He put Bobby Slayton in, and he said Bobby's a really good actor. He put Bobby in 3 or 4 of his things. Bobby's got a great scene in his Amazon show, playing a writer in a diner, like a 4 or 5 page scene.
Wow.
Yeah,
Imagine
he liked him.
That's so intimidating, though. The dark room with Woody in the corner, the camera. It's like Basic Instinct, That's
It was,
so awkward.
and I had heard, and I don't know if it was true, but people had told me that he didn't want to meet the actors, so sometimes he would be in another room, like watching on camera, listening,
like a police interrogation.
Yeah, and then,
Right.
like he wouldn't, like he would go like this, like I put his head down and just like listen to you. Dominic T. Uncle Junior told me he auditioned for a play, and that's what he did. He went like that.
Weird.
So that was kind of odd. He wasn't weird on the set.
Yeah.
He was very nice. Nice. But once he got to know me, the Jim Belushi was in the movie. It wasn't one of his better ones.
Right.
But we worked with Kate Winslet, Jim Belushi, and Schirripa. And Schirripa would tell you, Schirripa would say, "Hey, after you say that line, look at me. Let me get my mug in there. Look at me. Give me a look."
Yeah.
He would actually tell you to look at him. He's directing you what to do.
Right. Well, he had a mug.
Let me get my mug in there.
You said you worked with Walken. Did you get to know him at all?
Yeah, I got to know him. The first time I met him, I did a movie, Kill the Irishman. He was in it.
That was a pretty good one. Yeah.
We didn't have scenes together.
What was it? The actor passed away recently, didn't he?
Ray Stevenson.
Yeah, he was great in that movie.
Great. I had a big scene with him.
Yeah.
Good guy. Yeah, we had fun. We shot it in Detroit, a double for Cleveland. Christopher Walken, he just came. We were shooting another scene, and he was wearing jeans and a rope as a belt.
Weird.
He had a rope. He was saying, I'm starting to watch that show. His wife cast the show. Georgia Walken cast the entire run of The Sopranos. She cast me.
That's
and
crazy.
he said, I'm just starting to watch that show. The show. I think the show was over by then. But he was great. And then, we talked.
But I watched The Sopranos afterwards. Like, I mean, I guess I came in at the very end, but like, it feels weird to have to wait a week to see the next episode.
Oh, we would wait. We'd have big parties, watch parties.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. David Chase loved that. So many people had these parties and Italian meals and all this stuff on. It was crazy. Listen, we had the premiere of a TV show at Radio City.
Wow.
Every year, 6,000. The first year was at John's Pizza, and then every year after that, it was at Radio City.
Oh my
That's
God.
insane.
And people were dying to get tickets. It was like the hottest ticket.
Yeah.
I think at my kid's school, I auctioned off $10,000 for 2 tickets. And then we would have the party at Radio City, and if the ice wasn't there, like where the ice is, that would be the after.
Oh, and you put
they
your
would
balls
show
on.
2 episodes.
Sorry. Oh, that's crazy.
Damn.
I mean, it was like crazy.
It was it's so funny that the Italians got so mad about this show. Like, I don't know, I'm half Italian. Who gives a what about, how do you feel about Luigi then? If this show bothered you, he's like a real Italian.
Well, some people love him.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, that's what, first of all, it's all bullshit.
It's a TV
I had
show.
a guy, I wrote a book called Nicky Deuce, and we turned it into a movie, and Gandolfini's in it, and Michael and Sirico and a couple other people. Mm-hmm. And I wrote the kids' book, and then I sold it to Nickelodeon.
Oh, wow.
And so I was going around doing book signings.
Nice.
And I was going around doing book signings, and this guy was like emailing and writing letters to the bookstore saying how I make Italians look bad. The story, it was about a kid in a neighborhood in Bensonhurst and, blah, 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 right? So I'm going like, what's this guy talking about? Some organization. It was some bullshit organization. So finally, I called the guy.
Uh-huh.
And I said, I think his name was Joe, of course. I said, what can I do for you? What is it that I could do for you? Because you're harassing me. What is it that you want from me? And I said, this is the world I grew up in. This is what I know.
Yes.
This is what I know. Rappers write about, the hood. This is what I know. I know what I know. It wasn't autobiographical, but, there was stuff in there. It's like Brooklyn in the 70s. He said, well, if you make a donation to my organization. The fucking guy tried to shake me down.
Wow, very Italian.
Yeah, he's the one who's doing the bad.
Exactly.
So, and I used to, people would say, I don't watch that show you're on. It makes Italians look bad. I said, have you seen it? No, I don't watch it. Well, then how do you know?
Exactly.
This is a slice of Italian-American life that exists.
You could argue it makes any group. You can argue it makes Jews look bad. Hesh is your fucking one
Absolutely.
Jew.
Right.
Absolutely.
I could argue makes anyone can get offended.
I mean, if you're ignorant enough to think that every rap is a gang member, then you're an asshole.
That's a good point.
There's also that character, Lorraine Bracco's ex-husband on the
Yeah.
show.
Oh, yeah.
He's kind of that guy that they're making fun of.
He's an
Right.
asshole.
Where he's always like, this makes us all look bad. But you're like, you're that fucking guy.
That was smart to write that guy in.
Oh, it was such a self-aware show.
I mean, and then they had that thing, remember, the Columbus Day Parade?
Yes.
episode.
Nick
all
DiPaolo's in that episode.
Yeah.
He's a
What's that?
cop.
Nick DiPaolo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nick was in it. Nick got the role on his own, but I think I might have helped him get the.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I certainly talked to them. I said, I can't get you the role, but if it's on the fence, I push you over. He did a great job.
Yeah.
Nick was a crazy Soprano fan.
Oh,
I mean,
huge.
yeah.
He had a bit about Sopranos.
We used to do a lot. We do a live show now. Me, Michael, and Pastor. We're going to be at Sony Hall August 18th.
Oh, that's cool.
And we do it all over the country. We toured Australia. We're touring the UK in the spring next year.
Do you like touring with them?
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. We tell behind the scenes stories, funny stories. We do Q&A, meet and greet. We show clips, slides. If you're a Soprano fan, you don't want to miss it. It's really good, and we sell out most places.
Nice.
We do theaters. And so Nick, we used to do a show early on called Comedy You Can't Refuse, and we would have a couple of comics, and Nick DiPaolo did Westbury. In the round,
Long Island.
Westbury, Long Island. He came out and he said, "Welcome to Jewville."
I think that's how he introed me on his radio show too.
That's what he said. I mean, that's what he said.
That's
You know, and then in Vegas, I mean, he had one of the best sets I had ever seen.
Really?
But now he's like, he went way to the right. Because I did his podcast. It was like, I don't even know if he remembered who I was. I said, Nick.
He can find a way to get to Hillary, no matter what. But he's fucking hilarious.
Really
Some of those classic albums have some great.
Really
yeah,
funny, man. I mean, funny guy. He used to he wrote some stuff for my first book. I did that Goomba's Guide to Life. You might be a Goomba if we did a bunch of those. You have more pinky rings than pinkies. I think he wrote the one Nathan Lane. You know something you never hear a Goomba say. Nathan Lane. I adore Nathan. And Nick wrote that. Nick wrote a bunch of shit. You know, he helped with the book. Yeah, he. I think the first 2 books he wrote some good stuff. Really funny.
Oh yeah,
Super funny.
I said, I think I called him once. We used to do this XXX show, like it was called Extreme Comedy. Joe Rogan did it years ago in the 90s in Vegas. Joe did it, and, you know, a bunch of Nick, maybe a tell, it was like midnight on the Saturday, you know, real blue, as blue as you wanted to go. And I called Nick. I think he was in his room. I went, hey, what, Miss, I said, hey, well, how grumpy are you today? You know, he said, I know you're fucking Mr. Happy all the time.
I love going back for I love that you called that guy just to get straight to it. The guy who's offended all the time.
Yeah.
That should be a TV show. Italian guy from Brooklyn. If you're offended, we'll call you and we'll talk it out.
Absolutely. I used to call comics. Well, you know, comics could be annoying.
Yes.
So I ran a few rooms in Vegas, and they wanted work. Right, I did one in Houston. I had the Maxim Hotel. I had the Riviera. And
that's not still around, is it? The Maxim Hotel.
The Maxim. I think they changed the name. That's not around. They had a small comedy club, right? And I used to book some acts into the Trop. I had a little agency there years ago while I worked at the Riv. And there's guys I just didn't want to use for one reason or another, and they would like keep calling and calling, and then I would. Like after the second call, I would call them and say, I don't want to use you.
Yeah, take a hint.
I don't want to use you.
So this is before even email.
Yeah, I don't want to use you. Yeah, I never used email. I said, I don't want to use you. That's it. I mean, you know, I get it. I know you're a great comic. You're not for me.
Yeah.
You know, because I know guys were paying in the ass. I used to try to book guys that didn't bother me. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want phone calls at night.
Right.
Just do your fucking act.
So
I didn't even go see your act. Like there was this girl came and she said, you know, she was working in the club and she came over and I was walking through the casino and she said, hey, are you gonna come and see me or what? I've been here like since Monday. I went, let's leave well enough alone.
Yeah.
If I see your act, I may not book your act. Just fucking do it. Leave me alone.
Right.
I don't get complaints on you. Come on time and leave me alone.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We know a lot of comics. You never heard a comic go, man, I'm not that good.
Yeah.
You know, every comic thinks they're good enough. Yeah. That's the problem.
But it wasn't even that. It was like for one reason or another, you know. A lot of comics would call on their own. A lot of guys didn't have representation.
Right.
Yeah, especially in a club, you know. Richie Miller, we were talking about Richie Miller.
Oh, yeah.
He used to call. He would say, hey, so-and-so's been there before. You gave him $1,200. You think you could give him $1,250? I went, wow, you're a great fucking agent. I said, how about if I give him $1,300? You know what? I'll give him $1,400. Does that make you a great agent? Like, I didn't care.
Right.
It was the hotel's budget.
That's Dennis Miller's brother?
Dennis Miller.
Yeah.
He ran down in San Antonio, right? Is that where
he did? Cap City for a minute.
Oh, yeah. And Philly.
I don't know. Is he still doing it? He's a good guy.
I don't know.
Good guy.
He got very mad at me once, I remember. I told you before, but I missed a morning TV spot. But my phone broke. I was just like, I wasn't on purpose. You know? But, yeah, I overslept, and he was not happy.
Yeah, but you know, so I'm saying, when you're booking the acts, there's so many guys are so crazed. Not all comics, but there's so many of those stories. This guy did this guy did that, this guy, you know what I mean? Like, you're all over the place, so they don't get the benefit of the doubt.
Sure.
Unfortunately.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
You know, you can't, especially when you're not selling tickets at that point. You gotta not fuck up at all.
Exactly.
And I fucked up, so.
Yeah, they were being nice by having us.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was it. It was really the same 3 comics, you know. I mean, at the Riv, it was 3 shows a night. At one point, 3 shows a night. 7 nights a week, 21 shows.
Wow.
Bud
that's
Friedman would
insane.
play the opener $500.
Whoa.
Room and food in the employee cafeteria.
Wow. For a week.
He was making a fortune.
Yeah.
He was making a fortune. And, there was 4 comics on the bill. The 2 comics in between made $800 to open, $750. And the headliner got maybe $2,500.
For a week.
For a week.
Damn.
I mean, and the club is doing well. People got bang for the buck. The show came with 2 free drinks or a buffet at the time.
Hey.
That buffet was fun, man.
That was nice.
I love a good buffet.
Good eating, especially when you were broke.
Yeah,
The
oh my
Riv,
God.
but the one at the Riv was a shitty one.
They always say that, but I always find shit I like. They're like, this one sucks. I'm like, nah, I found some good shit.
Yeah, they got some decent Jello.
I gotta walk.
Right.
But there's a lot of clubs in Vegas now.
Oh yeah.
Now there's a lot. Back then there was only a couple. But now there's
Jimmy
Comedy
Kimmel.
Cellar. Have you done?
Tommy Seller many times.
Yeah, I've done the Cellar.
Kimmel,
yeah.
Brad Garrett. I think there's a Wise Guys there now.
Yeah, there's a couple of wise guys. That's all after me. That's all after.
Wise Guys is off the strip, which seems kind of nice because that's the best part of Vegas is when you get the locals. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're in a strip mall. They got 2 of them. There's 2 different ones. I think there's 2 wise guys. One in the Arts District, and there's another one.
The Utah one is great. That's a great club.
Great
The one in
club.
Salt Lake.
Stubbs.
Keith Stubbs.
You guys still do clubs mostly?
Sometimes.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, we do both. We do theaters and clubs, but
You tour together?
No.
we
Well,
do
why
our
don't
own
you
thing.
tour together? Does that make sense?
You have to split the money.
You split the money.
Yeah, but you play a theater.
We can do it
We're doing
theaters already.
theaters
Oh, you're doing theater?
Yeah.
I was like, did you do Montclair? Didn't I ask you that? Did you?
I don't
do the
think I
theater
did
in
Montclair. I might
What
be
do you do?
doing
1,000
it.
seaters, 1,500?
It depends. It depends on
Something
the
like
city.
that, yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
You got to sweat it out though. Fucking, I sweat it out like when we have a show. If we're gonna sell out or not.
Oh, always.
And I don't
numbers.
and listen, to us, this is just like kind of a hobby. We do it here and there. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to make a living at it. It's just
No, but I hear you.
still, you want to do well.
Tickets are everything, and sometimes you'll be like, "Oh shit, we're at 60%." Then 2 days before, it'll hit 90, and you're like, "Thank
Yeah,
God."
no, it's certain cities. You're just like fucking like Phoenix, Houston. It's like they buy it the fucking day
yes,
of.
at the buzzer.
That sucks. Listen, when I was doing Ray Romano, I think the first time it was 1,000-seater, he did 250 people.
Oh,
It's amazing.
Kevin James did 200 people.
Oh.
It was like kind of before their time.
Sure.
But they were already good comics. So.
They were great comics,
Yeah.
but it has nothing to do with that.
Totally. Yeah, you got to build it.
I mean, there was, you play in Vegas. There's a million things to do.
Yep.
Paul Rodriguez used to work for me. Paul?
Oh yeah.
I know of them. Yeah.
I was the first guy to use him not on, Hispanic holidays.
Right.
And then I did gay shows. Nobody did gay shows back then. I was just doing gay shows at the casino.
Yeah.
Who do you use? Like Mario Cantone?
No, not Mario. Mario worked at, I think, Catch. Scott Thompson.
Oh yeah.
There was a guy, Scott Kennedy, he passed away. We did an album, gay album. Leah Delaria.
Uh-huh.
She worked for me. You know Leah?
No.
Oh, yeah, she's a comic and an actor. She was on Orange Is the New Black.
Okay.
Cool.
But nobody was doing gay shows.
Sure.
Even though we had a female impersonator show. So there was 3 rooms that I ran. There was a comedy club, there was a topless show, and then a female impersonator show. They were all like in one complex.
Damn.
So you had like a guy with tits and a dick, and then you had real tits downstairs.
Yeah. We still have that now. Just different names for it.
I got to ask you because you've worked with Eastwood, you've worked with Woody Allen. Is there anyone that you're like, oh, I'd love to work with this person?
I don't care.
You don't care?
Come on.
I
Scorsese.
I work with him on Casino. That's why I got my SAG card. I don't really care. If something good comes along and I like the material, I do it. I'm lucky. I don't have to work. I'm doing Dexter now. I was on Blue
That's
Bloods.
cool.
Blue was good. I was on another show after The Sopranos that I did 110 episodes. So I've been very lucky. And I really am not that guy, I mean, if it's a good director, I'd love to do it if it's a good role. And if not, listen, I'm not starring in no movies. I know my reality. I know what's what, I'm not going to play an English professor. I play a blue-collar guy.
Yeah.
And that's it. I've done
great.
okay so far.
Yeah, you've had a great career, man.
So far, so good.
It's nice to be in that
and
place.
if it's over, it's over. I'm all right. I'm old. You guys are just starting.
Well, how'd you sell a show to Nickelodeon? That's genius. I would never even have thought of that.
I sold the show to Nickelodeon. I sold numerous shows. I showed one to FX at one time.
Really?
To Fox at one time. ABC, I had a sitcom deal in 2004.
What was that about?
At the time they had Damon Wayans, my wife and kids.
Yep.
They had George Lopez. They had Jim Belushi. And this was going to be the Italian version of that. And we made a deal, wrote the pilot, it didn't work. Then they put me with another guy, and the guy flaked. A big creator.
Yeah.
And he just flaked. We went to lunch. We went to lunch at the Palm, and
Chuck Lorre, you come back.
and he was fucking chewing his steak and spitting it in his napkin. We went to the Palm over here on 50th Street.
What
a waste.
And I thought, I'm thinking to myself, it was weird to me, but I don't know the guy.
Right.
Here's the guy. The first person I pitched with, she wrote the pilot. It didn't work, and they wanted to continue on with me and not her. So they found me this guy who had created a huge show, and
he didn't swallow.
it was fucking very weird. It was very, very weird.
Yeah.
And we had meeting after meeting after meeting, and he never wrote anything. He just fucking disappeared.
Weird.
And the thing ran out, and that was that.
Yeah, well, what's the secret? We're trying to sell shit. How do you do it? What's the move in the room? Is there any
I'm
trick?
pretty good in the room. I mean, I've sold 6 things. Discovery Channel I sold.
Wow.
A cooking channel.
Jesus.
Be real. Be yourself and tell the fucking story.
Yeah.
I mean, don't be shy and don't be robotic.
Yeah.
Go in there, tell them what you're doing. You look like a guy that's nervous. You're going to crack under the fucking...
Totally. And then I make jokes and I go too far and I blow it.
Don't tell the story. This is about the two of us, blah, 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 blah. This is what it is.
I feel we'll figure it out.
You guys
All
are
right.
funny guys.
Thanks, man.
I'm being serious. I'm not even talking about your act. You guys are funny guys. So a lot of comics are not funny at all.
That's true.
You know
Funny
what I
how?
mean?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like De Niro.
Like this guy
De
over
Niro, listen, you couldn't have a conversation with Robert De Niro, but if he's got a script, he's a wonderful actor, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Taking that away.
Of course.
Just be yourself. This is what the show is. Whatever, the movie. It's the two of you. You know?
Yeah. All right.
It took me 7 years from when I sold it to get it made.
Jesus.
Nickelodeon.
That's a nightmare.
That is crazy. Jesus.
That's TV. That's production.
Jim did it. Jim's scene in it is hilarious. It's one of his last movies.
Damn.
It's one of his last movies. Yeah,
It sucks that we didn't get to see him do more. He had such range,
I know.
He was a good guy. A lot of fucking fun, man. We had a lot of laughs. That's why I didn't like I liked the documentary. I thought it was very well done.
Yeah.
That guy won an Academy Award, that Alex Gibney.
I could have taken another couple episodes. I was like, this
Yeah.
is so
Same.
It
entertaining.
was good. And David's stuff, I didn't know a lot either.
You're right.
Dave, when we had the podcast, David Chase listened to every podcast.
Wow.
And he came on 3 times.
Wow. I think him on here.
He liked it, which, we got his blessing because
Sure.
he's very particular. This is his thing, and he liked it. So we were very happy about that. Michael wrote 5 episodes.
That's incredible that he did
Imperioli,
that.
so he
Yeah.
is much more knowledgeable than I was. He was there, behind the scenes. He was there from day one, so he knew,
How did that happen? Like, you cast him as the actor. Then how do you know he's
because he
a
had
terrific writer?
he wrote Summer of Sam.
He wrote that?
with Leguizamo.
Wow.
Him and another guy wrote that with Leguizamo and Spike Lee.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And he had written other stuff, and so I guess they asked if he wanted to write. So he was in the writer's room. He was privy to all that shit.
Damn.
Damn.
And what detail, to the show, like if it said it's got, whatever, M&M's in the bowl, it had to be M&M's.
Right.
If it said spaghetti at the table, it couldn't be a different kind of
Rigatoni.
macaroni. No. He would go crazy, David. It was very specific. He's wearing this coat. He's doing this. You couldn't change a line. Not a word.
Whoa.
Not a word. People said, "Hey, that was you. You ad-libbed that." No fucking ad-lib.
Not
That's
one ad
the
lib
quick
made
way
it.
out of there. You get killed.
Interesting.
They fucking kill you off.
Wow.
Okay,
Do you think he killed anyone off because they were just annoying?
I think it might have. Maybe.
Wow.
I think maybe. Maybe I don't. I don't know for sure.
Richie April.
No. I think he knew they only had one
Yeah.
year.
That was a great
When you said jacket, of course I think the jacket.
Yeah.
I was in that scene. Yeah, I was in that scene.
Great.
But when David Preval came on the screen, you kind of got uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You got scared. He was like crazy, major crazy.
Oh, he was
like
great.
crazy. He was great. Yeah. He was in Mean Streets.
I remember, yeah.
And they became stars. He didn't. He struggled the whole way.
Right.
He's an acting teacher.
What?
This was his thing. He came on the podcast. He told us that he flew here on his own, and he read with Jim, and he said he was staying somewhere near Central Park West. He said when he got into the hallway, he could hear the phone ringing, coming from the audition, and he got in the room, he picked up the phone, and his agent said he got the role. He said he broke down on the bed crying. He said because he felt he deserved it.
Yeah.
He said, I deserve it. He said, all these fucking years of struggling, that was it,
Well, he killed it, too. He was the scariest guy on the show.
He was the scariest of all of them.
Easily. The Janice with the gun into her head, all that shit.
Ralphie was
scary, too.
Ralphie was scary in a different way, like a crazy way. Janice was one of the worst characters.
She was great,
She was a murderer.
Yeah.
She was a murderer, manipulator. She stole the girl's leg.
Yeah.
She was like her mother.
That's right.
Like an insane.
She was great in the show. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
The boob, the tit tattoo.
The way she manipulated Tony, too. I mean, it was such a great
She
dynamic.
was I think, to me, she was one of the most horrific characters.
Yeah, very layered.
Don't forget, she murdered him, and then,
He did have it coming, though. I mean, that was definitely
that's something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luigi. Yeah, Luigi. Listen, if we're going to do that, half the fucking city deserves it.
I know, but
That's true.
But Richie Aprile was a bad dude.
Yes,
That was
yes.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
They all are.
And he just hit her.
When you think about it, they all are.
He hit her and then he mocked her. It was kind of like,
but they all are. We rooted. That was the genius of
Yes.
the show. Tony Soprano was a horrible guy. He murdered people. He ripped people off, not just not other mobsters. Mm-hmm. I don't want to hear that. They hurt each other. Bullshit. Christopher murdered, 16 people, I think.
Yeah.
And then he sat on the dog. The people were mad about the dog.
Right.
They weren't mad about the people.
Exactly.
Right? I mean,
a lot of those people did something to deserve it. That dog, Cosette didn't do anything wrong.
But all these people murdered, yet we liked them.
Yes.
We thought they were funny. And
They were.
I mean, Paulie Walnuts, how many people did he kill?
Oh,
Well, it would remind you, every once in a while, they would remind you, like when he killed that old lady, you were like, oh shit, yeah, he's a fucking bad guy.
Whenever you got
psychopath.
comfortable, David showed you.
Good
He
point.
killed the lady, smothered her. In that, they wanted him to choke her, but he was very protective. Tony Sirico was of Paulie. And he thought if he choked her that the audience wouldn't like Paulie. And so he said, could I smother her with a pillow? And they said, yeah, and he liked that.
Okay. Smart
Now he's
man.
likable.
Yeah.
One of the few times they let you change the line
Yeah.
was they called him, in one of two of the characters said, I'm afraid of Paulie, he's a bully. And he went to the writers and said, Paulie is not a bully? I don't like that. You got to change that. I don't like Paulie's not a bully. Of course Paulie was a bully.
Yeah.
So they changed it to I don't like that. Paulie, he's a psycho, and Tony liked that. Okay, that's good.
Interesting.
Well, I liked in the doc when they said HBO was really against having Tony kill the guy in the witness protection episode, the college visit, and David Chase was like, he's got to kill him. It's like, and it makes you realize how groundbreaking that show was. There had been nothing like this where the main character is just a cold-blooded murderer.
Kramer never killed anybody. Or what's
Killed his
name?
career.
One of the friends.
Yeah.
His career. Could you imagine that, what he did?
You shouldn't do that.
I mean,
Yeah.
but could you imagine that? I mean, this guy seriously had an incredible.
Brilliant comedic actor.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's one of the greatest sitcom actors ever.
Yeah.
Totally. We should get his career up on the wall. Get a photo of his career.
You should have him up.
He was a bully.
Yeah.
I mean, just incredible.
He didn't think there would be a phone camera. That was when phone cameras were brand new.
That's right.
So that's what
he was
got
the
him.
first phone camera cancellation.
Totally.
But come on, but just to do that was insanity.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't do it regardless of
But
technology.
you know, like
That was a good bit.
yeah.
But I read his book, And he kind of apologized, but not apologized.
Yeah.
More N-words than Huck Finn? No. All right.
Not that apologetic.
Yeah.
Whose book is that? Who do we have there? Oh,
Steve-O, we got Odin,
Nick
Offerman,
yeah.
Segura,
Yeah, well,
Stanhope.
you're going to
work for me in Vegas.
Oh, how'd that go?
He lived in Vegas.
Oh,
That's
wow.
right.
I helped start him. I got him on Evening at the Improv.
We love Doug,
in
man.
the old days.
Doug's a classic.
He does his own thing.
Oh, yeah.
He does it his way and his own thing. That's for sure.
Not for everybody, but a brilliant guy.
Where's he live? Out in Arizona.
Bisbee,
Yeah.
Arizona.
What's a?
We had him on here one night, and I did not expect Doug. God bless him. He showed up loaded at like noon.
Noon,
and then he
12:30.
said, "I'm gonna come by the cellar tonight." We're like, "Yeah, right." And 7 p.m. I got a text. He goes, "I'm here." Hung with him till 2 a.m. We had a great night, man.
He's a good drunk.
I love Doug.
Yeah,
guy.
I haven't seen him in a long time. He did very well for himself.
Well,
Yeah.
tell us where you're gonna be with
Stony Hall, August 16th.
There you go.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that.
Station with the Sopranos.
No
If you're a
smiles.
Soprano fan, you're gonna like that.
Look at the hair on you guys. It's phenomenal. The Italian hair really stays in there. Well, not on him. But yeah.
We went. Jim was like the Bacchus at the Mardi Gras one year,
Yeah.
and we all went down there and we had a good time. But we went to that. What's it, Mosconi's? The place on the outskirts of town. They said Al Capone used to eat there. They hosted us. You never ate?
No.
Are you from New Orleans?
Yeah, but, I wasn't allowed there.
Oh, really?
Mosconi's. Pull that up.
I was wondering if you.
It was good.
It was good. It was good. It's like a famous place. I was wondering if you had ever been there. They were very nice people. I think it's the same family. It was called Mosconi's. It's it's in New Orleans.
Huh.
I think it's called Mosconi's.
Doesn't ring a bell. My mom's a big Italian foodie lady.
Well, I think it's like the most famous Italian restaurant down there. What do I know?
Oh, and Metairie. That's why. Moscone. Yeah, I never went to Metairie. That was like the Long Island of...
Oh, really?
Yeah, I couldn't go out there.
You weren't allowed out there?
Well, Metairie.
Oh, it's shitty.
Yeah, no offense.
Oh, okay.
It's not the same.
I got you. All right.
Mark, where are you gonna be?
Mosca's. That I've heard
I
of.
know. There you go. It was a
There
long
you
time
go.
ago.
You made it more Italian.
You guys are getting drunk all day. When I was your age, that's what I used to do.
All right, good.
Fortunately, enjoy yourselves. I wish I could still do it.
Yeah.
What was your drink?
I would drink tequila.
Yeah.
I mean, I still drink, but not
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would drink tequila, chilled it up, Patron.
Nice.
I was hungover the other day. It lasted 2 days.
I can't deal with the hangover anymore.
I
That's the
know.
problem.
It's
It's
fucking
bad.
I
rough.
can't deal with it. That's the problem. Not the going out part.
Sure.
It's the fucking aftermath.
Yeah, here,
I used
here.
to be able to bounce right back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
What about a
I
little
think
nose
in
candy?
Vegas one time, I counted. I went out 70-something nights in a row.
Jesus.
70 nights in a row. Like I lived nocturnally for a long time there, like working in the clubs.
Yeah.
I worked 1 at night to 9 in the morning, or 11 to 7, and then go out.
Yeah.
Because there was places that, like, you go at 1 in the afternoon, they're absolutely packed in Vegas.
Wow.
You can't see your hand in front of your face, right? It's that dark.
Yeah.
And, so I would get home, 12, 1, 2 o'clock, and, go to bed, wake up, and say, I'm not fucking going out. That's it. I'm
Yep.
done.
Yep.
That's it. I'm going right to bed. Then, like, about, midnight or whatever time, 12, 2 o'clock in the morning, you start, you know what? I kind of feeling all right.
Yes.
Do it again.
Story of my life. Little nose candy?
Do it again.
Little blow? A little yam? Are you offering? No, I'm saying is that doesn't hurt out there in the desert, if you know what I mean.
A 2-day hangover. You're still doing it. Good deal.
Just if you need to pick me up.
These are your dates, Mark.
All right, hey, I'm in New Brunswick, New Jersey. That's almost sold out. Then we got Ithaca, we got Reykjavik. I'm going to the UK and all that good stuff. London, whatever. Rochester, Portchester, Albany. I'm staying on the East Coast. There we go. Wisconsin, Green Bay, Eugene. Come on out. And then we're going to Australia. So we'd love to have you out there. Sydney, Brisbane, Adelaide, you name it. Fun time.
We toured Australia. Have you? This your first time?
Second time, I fucking love
I liked
Australia.
Australia. We went.
I always say Australia's
I got,
like America in the 80s.
I got Phoenix, Arizona. We got San Diego, Sacramento, SF, Portland. Added a late show on a Monday. Please come out. Seattle, Vancouver. We added a late show, so please come to that. And then we got Boise, Idaho.
and Denver, Colorado. And I just added Montclair, New Jersey, the Wellmont, July 11th. And the 12th, Red Bank, New Jersey, Count Basie. And then in August, we're adding, I think, a few at the Wilbur. So see you guys out there. Love it. And, great
Just
up, man.
mentioned Montclair. That's what I told you.
I know. I don't think we talked
played
about
the Wellmont. We played Count Basie. It's great.
I'm
a great
excited. Well,
in Australia, I've done.
Yeah.
Australia is great.
I liked Australia.
Love Australia.
You guys are out there, man.
We're out
You're
there,
making
man.
me tired just think about that.
It was great. We never really talked. So
No, that's the most I've ever spoke to you.
Yeah,
Great to meet you.
I know I'm not a comic, so I'm not going to take my shirt off and all that.
We're happy
But
about
it's the best I can do for you.
Keep it on.
It was awesome, man. Thanks for coming by,
I don't like when he
Steve.
does it
My
either.
pleasure.
All right.
All right, comedy.